coach of the Kennesaw State Owls, Coach Brian Bohannon. Good morning.
Good morning, Mark.
KSU with its first Big South road game, followed by 10 at Liberty. Now you are back home playing the other new member, relatively new member, Monmouth. You can open up, talk about that game against Liberty and kind of the atmosphere for the first time your team experienced. Then we'll start taking questions and talk about the Hawks.
Well, first of all, I was really proud of our football team. We went up to an unbelievable environment. Liberty has unbelievable facilities, unbelievable support. It's really a great place to go play a college football game. And, we didn't play particularly well. We had 11 penalties for over 100 yards. And Liberty did a great job offensively. We had 3 explosive plays that really got them ahead and did a nice job. But our football team kept fighting, and we kept fighting till the very end. And that's part of what we're trying to do here is lay a foundation. So I was proud from that aspect, and not as proud about the penalties and some of the mistakes we made. But that's stuff we can correct as we move forward. But I give a lot of credit to Liberty. They played a heck of a game, didn't make any mistakes really, and did a nice job. And what a great environment, going to that stadium and playing. It was really great for our program and a great experience.
All right, Coach, at this time we'll start taking questions for you. To ask a question, please press *1 on your phone at any time. Then click the Q&A link at the top of your browser and click raise hand if you join us via the web. And while we wait for a question, you have the Monmouth Hawks coming in. Coach Kevin Callahan also, started up that program. Just what you've seen so far of the Hawks and your impressions of the team.
Well, Coach Callahan's doing a great job. Those guys are well coached in all 3 phases of the game. They got some weapons on offense. The quarterback's making a lot of plays. Got a running back, obviously, you saw from last weekend, and a receiver. And they got some guys on defense that fly to the football. They play extremely hard, extremely well coached. Playing with a lot of confidence right now. I mean, you look at what they've done the last 2 weeks, even though they didn't win Saturday. They had opportunities to go in Liberty, Coastal back-to-back. So playing with a lot of confidence, it's going to be a great challenge for us. There's no question about it. Every week's a great challenge, but, it's going to be a great challenge for us, but we're excited about the opportunity.
All right, Coach, we'll start taking questions for you. First one is from Eddie Akapini of the Monmouth Digital Network. Go ahead, Eddie.
Mark, thank you very much. Coach, good morning. How are you today?
I'm doing good, Eddie.
Coach, appreciate a few minutes. And just real quickly, obviously coming down to do the radio broadcast for us, can you talk for just a minute on how big Trey's been for your program? Obviously starting off year 1, being able to run the offense that you want to run, which is obviously incredibly difficult to play against, but just what he means to your program, obviously being able to lead, not only throwing the football, but keeping it on the ground, which is what you guys like to do, and just what he means to the beginning of Kennesaw State football.
It's hard to really, put into words what that young man's done, and coming here and what he's done the first part of the year. And he's really carried us on offense. And he's such a tough competitor. He has such a swagger about him. He loves to compete. I mean, he's competing in pre-practice when we're just throwing routes on air. He's such a great competitor. Everybody on our football team respects him for the way he goes about his business. And I don't know that you could ask for a better situation for us offensively as we get started to have a guy like that come in that has some experience in the option world and to come in and lead this football team, especially on offense. You look at what he's done the last few games, and, he's had to carry the football a lot more than we would really like, but that's just the way the things unfolded. And, he gets better as the game goes. And he enjoys it. And so he's had a huge impact on our program, and will continue to have a huge impact on our program.
Coach, just one final thing for me in doing our kind of preliminary preparation. It's pretty staggering, some of the numbers that you guys have put up, but I know coaches, don't want to talk about the numbers. It's more the guys behind them. But just talk about some of the guys on defense that we should be keeping an eye on. We see some of the eye-popping numbers, and you're really doing a great job holding teams. Obviously, not gaining out a lot of yards, not scoring a lot of points. And just talk about your defensive philosophy and some of the guys on that side of the ball that have really popped for you guys.
Well, Coach Newberry's done a great job on defense, and the guys that have really, we've had a bunch of guys. When you look at our team and the tackles, it's spread out, and what that tells you, what's getting taught is a lot of guys flying to the football, you know, and it's not just one guy. It's everybody fitting where they're supposed to and flying to the football. Derek Farrow on the back end's been a huge impact for us. At linebacker, I mean, Izzy Sam's probably been the most consistent, you know, over time with Des Billingsley kind of outside. He's our Sam. He's really a safety/linebacker. And then Mason Harris up front had a huge impact at defensive end. And we got a lot of guys, you know, when we play hard and we know where we're going, we give ourselves a chance to be successful. And I think that's been the biggest thing for us is you know, our kids playing with championship effort and knowing where to go. And we do that. You know, we fly around the football and we're able to make some plays. But those are the guys that probably had an impact. We got a lot of guys that made plays, but those guys have had big impacts at each level of our defense.
Well, Coach, I really appreciate it. Looking forward to coming down there for the game Saturday. Wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Eddie. And, Coach, one final question for me. Just with Monmouth and Coach Kevin Callahan, you know, from the other side, you're just started the program. Coach has been at it for 23 years with the original program. Just some of the things that you see and appreciate with that, and, you know, maybe you don't have to tell me exactly, but just some of the things that you have that you would like to pick his brain on what, you know, the process has been. Obviously, the differences in years, but just to see what the similarities and differences that you both have experienced.
Well, I think Coach Callahan does an unbelievable job, and you can see it when you watch him play. You know, the kids play hard. And, you know, and I know everybody wants their kids to play hard, but when you've been in the business as long as he has, you know, and kids want to play hard each and every week, there's something right going on there. And I think, you know, when you look at the coaching world, you know, it's not always about wins and losses and the X's and the O's. It's about impacting young people's lives. And when you do that, they respond, you know, to the things you're trying to get them to do. And that's what you see on the field when kids are playing hard. And I think, you know, obviously you see that with Coach Callahan's team. You know, one of our coaches played for him. You know, Coach Liam Klein, our defensive tackles coach, played for Coach Callahan. I mean, there's, you know, and has unbelievable respect for him as a person and as a coach. And I think those are the kind of things you want in this profession, you know, above all else. I mean, we all want to win, don't get me wrong. But I think there's a bigger picture on it, and you can see that, you know, with Coach Callahan and his football team.
All right. Great way to end this week's call, Coach. That's all the questions. So I appreciate you joining us, and good luck Saturday against Monmouth.
Thanks, Mark.
All right. And that will conclude this week's call. My thanks to all the coaches and media.